Cornhuskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. So Penn State's offense is on the field for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity.
There he goes! Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Looking to scramble. Past the 30. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Finding an escape route. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Nebraska's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like we had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Got it behind the line. It's Bryant. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Willis. The short hands, it's Bryant. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Huskers have this offense rolling. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players,
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got to get...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for space. It's Cole. I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back has it. And some room to work. Spin, still running. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Penn State! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. They'll move the tight end. The inside handoff. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Willis. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Oh, he's got some space.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. The give on the option. Got the first down, looking for more. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking to throw, it's Willis. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Poe. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback fused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw. It's complete to the right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them.
Touchdown, Penn State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Nebraska, 0.
Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bryant. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're facing a third down. Dropping back, it's Willis. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And he's loose. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And here's the return. He'll go out of bounds at his own 10-yard line, and that was hardly the return they were looking for. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Trying play action. He's got the tight end. They could have used a little bit more there and pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting them.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And the special teams comes up special. He takes advantage. The short punt, he catches it, and you can tell does a great job using his blocks, getting north-south, getting to the end zone for the big play.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Nebraska, 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Willis. Here's a heat. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got him, and nobody's close. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Poe. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Wells. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The screen, he's got wheels. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Back to pass, it's Willis. With the catch, it's Poe. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man, it's Burgess. Fires to the middle. Working on the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try to get it through the air. makes the catch. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Unloads it left. He's got it. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Creates a little space. Runs through a tackle. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Running into the open space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Rides the back. Got room to work. There he goes. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, This offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab past the marker. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the pressure. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
The kick is on its way. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Rides it and reads it. Now the toss. Oh, got some room, made it to the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you can tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Burgess. He spins that thing down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Mississippi State. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks.
It's another safety. They get their 3rd one of this game.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal.
Turning it on! You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Huskers send out the punt unit. Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Burgess. Got it in the middle, it's Wilcox. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the...
Wide open, he makes the catch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being...
Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he's going to bring this one out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea... Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll set up to throw. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And the Huskers are marching down the field. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. On his way back from the 20. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. To throw, it's Burgess. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Power football with the run. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Huskers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they have divided these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, and this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Burgess. Dances away to buy time. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And picking up the 1st down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Can they catch him? What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for a lot more on that one. Instead, he's out of bounds at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. from the gun, the ground game. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure coming. He's got the back in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They punt it away on fourth down. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He's got great speed. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look